Hi guys, you're watching CarBuyer Singapore and I'm here at the launch of the new BMW 5 Series.
Sell your car for the best price and get a free instant valuation. Get optimal value with our AI valuation tool and data-based pricing. Find the best deal with our network of dealers. We promise no fees or obligations, flexible handovers, and successful transactions. We also guarantee full transparency, keeping you informed every step of the way. Interested? Here's how to begin. Input your car info on CarBuyer Singapore's app and press sell now. Our bidding team will list your car and all you have to do is wait for our good news. Upon agreement, we'll set up everything for you. It's that easy. To learn more, visit carbuyer.com.sg. Now let's return to the review.
Now, it's been 8 generations and the 5 Series has grown considerably, but the big news for this particular generation is it comes in fully electric form, as you can see from this eye badge now here. Now I say big, but I really do mean big because this car measures over 5 meters long, 5,060 millimeters to be exact. And it's also wider now, almost 2 meters wide, just 10 millimeters under 2 meters. And seriously, the dimensions have grown quite considerably that this is really stacking up against the likes of older 7 Series cars from before I was born. Now, the design of the G60 Generation 5 Series is a bit of a departure from the G30 generation. It almost looks like the E60 with these headlights that taper towards the top. Now, you've also got vertical DRL elements in the headlamps and you've got the BMW iconic glow surrounding the grille. Now, we first saw the iconic glow in the press images of the 7 Series, but that never made it to Singapore at the time. We also saw this on the BMW XM, but with this 5 Series, there is a high, pretty much almost 100% chance that these will be homologated by the LTA for use in Singapore. So here I am at the back of the 520i, and it's a bit of a departure from the previous 5 Series generations. For one, these taillights are, well, they're not like the previous generations of cars. These taper upwards at the corner, so the whole rear end looks a little bit more triangular. But, I mean, it's a 5 Series, so it's as regal as you would expect. Now, in here, you get a 520-litre boot, which is quite a bit more than the 490 litres you get in the i5 because this is the petrol version. But you've got loads of space back here. I'm pretty sure you can fit a golf set in here, but I can't find how to lift up the boot floor to get to the underfloor storage, but 520 litres is pretty generous. Now, this particular car here is the i5 eDrive 40 in the M Sport trim, so you get plenty of M Sport accents like the gloss black elements in the front, 20-inch rims that are M specific, also M badges dotted about the whole car. So this particular i5 eDrive 40 produces 340 horsepower and 430 Newton meters of torque. Goes from 0 to 100 in about 6 seconds, and those are very similar metrics that you would get in the i4 eDrive 40. But this has a total WLTP range, a maximum range of about 582 km, which is actually fairly impressive. Now, those are very similar specs that you would get in the previous i4 eDrive 40, but that car's been replaced by the eDrive 35, so this will be sort of like the mid-range in terms of electric power output in the BMW family. So I'm sat here in the cabin of the new 5 Series, and like many of the other 5 Series generations through the years, there is a lot of tech that's been trickled down from the 7 Series, and in this case, it's no different. So first thing, you've got a very wide interaction bar that illuminates the whole front of the cabin, and it changes color depending on whichever driving mode you choose. Now, I'm in the M Sport package car, the i5, so I get a 3-spoke steering wheel with a 3rd spoke that has a little M badge here, and a boost pedal that gives you a little bit more power as and when you need it. You've got a 14.9-inch infotainment screen and a 12.3-inch gauge cluster, and it's housed in this singular BMW curved display panel like every other BMW there is. And you've also got a Harman Kardon sound system, although I don't think this would sound quite as good as the one you get in the 7 Series. Now, obviously this is a 5 Series, so it's not going to be as spacious as the 7 Series, but there is still plenty of room. I mean, I've got loads of knee and headroom, although the funny thing is there aren't any seat pockets in the back of the front seats. But you've got storage options here, a little pocket here, 2 USB chargers, air conditioning vents, and no little touch panel on the door like the 7. But it is spacious and you could probably fit 3 people because this car is over 1.9 meters wide, almost 2 meters wide. But if you are the middle person, you would struggle a little bit because you have to straddle this little transmission tunnel in both the i5 and the standard 5 Series. So Here, yeah, can feel a little bit of a bump down here from the back tail light, but it's not entirely terrible. So now I'm here at the 5 Series 520i. So unlike the electric i5, this is powered by petrol. So you got a 2-litre turbocharged engine that produces 190 horsepower and 310 Newton meters of torque. It's a little bit slower than that. It goes from 0 to 100 in 7.5 seconds, but it's quite efficient because it has a mild hybrid system. So on paper, this has a fuel consumption rating as low as 5.7 litres per 100 km. So with a 60-litre fuel tank, you can do the math. That's a lot of range. So as of now, prices of the i5 and the 5 Series are unconfirmed at the moment, but both cars will be available in a base option as well as an M Sport package and this launch edition. So the base car for this particular 520 should start at around about 375,000, give or take a little bit. Now the i5 starts at a little over $400,000, but of course with the M Sport package you expect to pay a little bit more, and with this launch edition a little bit more as well. But that's all we have for now. So we'll let you know again when we get this car and take it for a test drive, because I'm really dying to try this car out. This is CarBuyer Singapore. Thank you very much for watching.